Okay, so this is the container I keep my starter in. You see how it rises and all that, and you get all this dough. So every week when I make bread, I clean this out, because if you don't, you're gonna grow mold. So we don't want mold because the starter is bad. So I just get a glass bowl and I just scoop it all in there. And then I'm gonna wash it real good and then dry it with some paper towel, and then carefully put my starter back in so that there's nothing on the walls of the container, because again, it'll start to get dry and crusty and grow mold, and then you gotta throw your starter out. So my tip to you is just make sure that whatever you're keeping your starter in, that you clean it and make sure it stays clean. Okay, so my container is nice and clean and dry. So let's go ahead and put Miss Does-A-Lot back in her home. Want some what? This isn't to eat. This is to make bread. Can't eat it. You get sick. Has to be cooked. Okay. Okay, so now that I've placed her back in her home, I got her lid on. I like to keep a rubber band, especially when you feed it, because it's supposed to double. That means it's a good active starter in order to use to make your bread. So right now I'm just going to place where it's at. Hold on, Mommy. Okay, I'll get you apple right now. So say I was to feed it, this height would have to double in order to tell me that this is a good starter and it's ready to be used. Mine kind of tripled, so that means it was hungry and it did really well. Bubbles are always a good sign too. You want bubbles, but she's nice and clean. And so now, because like I told you, I only bake once a week, and I've used her now, she's gonna go back in the fridge until I'm ready to use her again. And so I told you that usually I bake Wednesday, so I take her out on Tuesday so that I feed her Tuesday night. I take her out Monday night. I'm confusing myself. I take her out Monday night to feed her Tuesday morning, Tuesday night, and I'm able to bake Wednesday morning. Also on the feedings, and excuse Madeline screaming in the background on the last video, but about the feedings, you don't have to feed yours like I feed mine, like in the morning and the evening, because I usually tend to like to bake a lot. Unless you're going to bake a lot, then I would say feed it twice. If not, you can feed it once.